Hey everybody, welcome back to this Let's Play of Final Fantasy III for the PSP. I am Drak, and let's get to it, shall we? So, last time, we entered the world of darkness, and we were actually confronted by our first foe, and found out an interesting revelation. So apparently before there were light warriors in this story, there were dark warriors, to even out the overbalanced light, or imbalanced light. So that's actually a cool little story element that I don't think has ever been done again, at least not in Final Fantasy, where if light is too imbalanced, then darkness comes in, and it's the chosen form. Except in this case, it's darkness that is imbalanced, so now we are the Light Warriors, and we're here to take it out. Alright, and we're also just getting another ribbon. We will probably get enough ribbons for the party, just to be safe. Because, yeah, it costs a couple of defense, but what's better? Defense or being able to dodge every status element? Just off the top of your head. Because for me, it's dodging every status element. Because that way I don't have to deal with extra problems or frustrations. And of course, we're dealing with yet another Zand clone. Because they're just so evil. Ouch. 1600, that hurts. And now we're going to get Aura from Bahamut. Now, I might be wrong. I believe Aura only increases the attack strength. I don't think it does anything else. But I might be wrong. If I am wrong, please feel free to point that out to me. Guaranteed 9999. It's a thing of beauty right there. It's a thing of beauty. We are actually getting really close to the end here, so we're just going to take care of these mini-bosses, and then we can go and face, or have our second round with the Cloud of Darkness. Alright, and Zan's clone is dead. Woohoo! And Luneth gained a level! Woohoo! Now, usually at this point in the Let's Plays, I do try to cover games I've been playing currently because people do ask. And so, here's the thing though. We're in the final dungeon, so I might get into that stuff, but I might not get into too much detail, is what might have to happen. Because these areas to the next mini-boss are not that long. And then we're right into a mini-boss battle, and those are pretty epic, so I'll probably want to stay focused on those. So, we might cover that stuff a little, or we might not. If people get mad about that, I am sorry. And speaking of, we are now to the next mini-boss. Really shouldn't say mini-boss, because they're anything but mini. And once again, to another Dark Crystal. Excuse me. Sorry guys, it's flu season, so got a little bit of a bug right now. And looks like now we're going to be dealing with the Dark Earth Crystal. The ebb of darkness is getting stronger. Soon none shall stop it. As for you, you will never leave this place alive. Okay. Oh no, feel the darkness! And for an Earth Crystal, it's kind of weird to face something that can fly. This is Ahriman, and he actually comes into later Final Fantasy games. Not as a mini-boss, per se. At least I don't think he ever did. He's mostly like a regular boss in other games. I don't think he ever hit mini-boss status. Mini-boss or even boss status ever again after this. So congratulations, you were an end boss, and then you got downgraded to minion. And you'll see just how once we get to like Final Fantasy X, you'll see just how far Harriman went from his point of glory. Alright, we're gonna get Aura, so this is gonna get very much easier. Alright, we're into round 2. We're gonna go ahead and start using Flare. If I could have Refia attack, I would, but it is not recommended, because he could hit for an insane amount and kill off a couple of people. It's not worth it. Another quadruple 9s. Oh, cheater! He took away half of Luneth's attack. That is not cool, man. 5,800. Okay, that's not bad, so... Oh, and, Luneth is stone. That is not good. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get that fixed. Okay, quadruple 9. Oh, he took away half the hit again. It's one of the reasons I don't like Ahriman, or any end boss that can cure, because they'll start using it, which just pushes this out further and further. But thankfully, Luneth is back in the fight. But he loses his aura. It's alright. It's alright. Oh, am I going to? Yep. We're going to try and use some wind magic on him just to get some extra damage, since we are not hurting for HP right now. Quadruple 9s, and damn! And he went from having teeth to having no teeth. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. Alright, and Ark gains a level along with Ingus. That is 2 end bosses down. I am a warrior of the dark, one of the 4 who stopped the flood of light 1,000 years ago. I have come to join you. And I kind of sound like Christian Bale. Let's go full Christian Bale! No. Light and darkness. One cannot exist without the other, much like the sun and the world. Zand severed the link between the world and the sun, creating a world without day or night, a world devoid of time. But Zand did not foresee that his actions would call forth the cloud of darkness, or that he would be put under its control. If we do not stop the cloud here and now, not only will your world be engulfed in darkness, but the worlds of light and darkness will both be devoured by the void. No, that's a couple games from now. If we, warriors of the dark, and you, warriors of light, combine our powers, we may be able to stop it. As we had done 1,000 years ago, let us unite and defeat the cloud of darkness. Alright, so that's kind of the goal here, is that we are freeing up the Dark Warriors to be able to help us out. The only thing I don't like in that whole concept is kind of redeeming Zand. I like the fact that he was just kind of a selfish guy, because Final Fantasy hasn't ever done that all that much. There's only one other case, and in this case they basically said, oh, well, he got taken over by an evil spirit, so that's why he was all resentful about growing old. I think that was probably... And again, if somebody actually knows the translation to the original game, I want to know if they actually did that in there too. Because that's a bad idea. You could have literally just had him be way more evil if he just chose to go this path. And the Cloud of Darkness just came and he's like, alright. You know, just go with it. But in that case where he says, oh, he was under the mind control. It takes away a lot to that villain, in my opinion. But that's my own discussion, and later games will do that too, and it's a little frustrating. Just because you could have really awesome villains, and you destroy them by saying, oh, well, they're a puppet. Ugh. Okay, and I actually think we're really close to the end. We're not going to get that ribbon, because I think we're good. Yeah, this is the one that's probably the most complicated of the 4. Yes, there are 4 Warriors of the Dark, in case you hadn't figured that out already. Technically 5 Warriors of the Dark, if you count Luneth. Because I refuse to get rid of my Dark Knight. Alright. So here is the 3rd boss. I'm just going to go ahead and do a quick heal, because this is going to get ridiculous. See, I saved the hardest ones for last. Now we get to have some fun. Excuse me. And the evil fire crystal. Darkness will flood the world and return it to the void. We will devour your meager light. Oh, news! Purple circles everywhere! Okay, and so this is the twin-headed behemoth, I think is what it's called? No, two-headed dragon. This one's not gonna be fun. Like I said, I saved the worst 2 for last, aside from the cloud. Now, one thing to note is that all of these bosses, even though they vary in difficulty, all have kind of the same health pool. So I believe they're all at like 99,999 HP. So these are all going to be fairly long fights. Plus, they get 2 or 3 attacks per turn. Alright, I don't think that's going to do a whole lot. Nope, it missed. That was sad. Alright, switch to... we're going to do... I think we're trying to do Bahamut for Aura. And since Ingus is silenced and we don't care, we're just going to keep attacking. Yes, we need a heal. Alright, we're back up. Ooh, and Ruffy goes down with a crit. Ow! Because now I have to spend some time getting her up. And I apologize if I just popped just now. Oh, man. Yeah, that's a big hit. Thankfully, I will kind of spoil it. Like, I had to do a couple of attempts on these bosses. You're getting the kill one. I'm not putting in the multiple attempts, mainly because you have to work your way all the way back from the very beginning of the Crystal Tower. No. So you'll get the kill runs, but oh man, these were such a pain to get recorded and also just to kill. Even when I did it in the dry run, these guys were the biggest pain I had to deal with. Okay, we got an elixir off on Refia, so we are good. As long as he's not critting us anymore. Oh, okay. You know, this guy may justify the Curaja. And he is. Now, people might actually be asking, well, what about your charges? Don't you have to save them? Actually, believe it or not, after each of these end bosses, your charges reset. So that was a good give from the developers, especially given their difficulty, so that I can go all out on all 4 of them. Okay, that wasn't bad. I need to stop casting Bahamut. Because Rend is not worth it. Especially when it misses! But I want Aura so bad. It may not even matter. I might get the boss killed before I get Aura. No. We're going another round. Ow. Aura! Yes! Now we're going to get quadruple 9s and he'll die very quickly. Hopefully. Get everybody back up to full. Ow, this guy hurts. Okay. Now that we've done that, can we get a flare? Yes. I'd like to buy a flare for 500, Alex. We're gonna try and have her do holy. There's no reason to heal for. Oh, never mind. Sorry, the post commentary Drak was not smart. The recording Drak was very smart because he could do a major crit or this could happen where it just heals nothing. I don't care. I don't want anybody dead. That's one hit. Okay. If he hits Lunatharingus, I'm not worried about that. No. One more round. And now I can't do Flare anymore. That was kind of not smart on my part. Quadruple 9s, and game! Two-headed dragon down. That's 3 of them. But it's okay, because the worst is yet to come. This one took a lot of attempts. Not the two-headed dragon, the one to come. I am a warrior of the dark, one of the 4 who stopped the flood of light 1,000 years ago. I have come to join you, and I've got a perma-smirk. The balance between light and darkness is kept by the 4 crystals, the crystals of the wind, fire, water, and earth. When Zand halted the flow of time, the light of 2 of those crystals was sealed away. Because of this, the balance between light and darkness shifted drastically. Of course. It gave birth to the Cloud of Darkness, an entity whose sole purpose is to return the world to the Void. Again, 2 games from now. Don't worry about the Void. The Cloud of Darkness tried to seal the 2 remaining crystals located on the floating continent. It created the earthquake that you have witnessed. It almost drew the floating continent to the surface world. Okay. The Cloud of Darkness is powerful, but with our powers of light and darkness combined, we may be able to defeat it, because we can summon Captain Planet. No, we can't. No, because we don't have heart. We didn't bring heart. We brought all the elements, we just didn't bring heart. That's good, because I don't want to bring Captain Planet here. With your powers combined... No! No. Bad Captain and Planet impression. Both literally and figuratively. Okay, so 1 more mini-boss to go. I am not looking forward to this one. This one was the one that I had so much trouble on. I had more trouble on this upcoming boss than I did on the Cloud. That's how bad it was. Okay. Well, we are going out of this area. And into the last one before the Cloud. Now, I think technically you can go in and face the Cloud at this point, but she will get abilities from every one of the bosses you have not killed. So it is a good idea to kill off those bosses so that she is just a little bit easier to take down. Which is actually an interesting concept, and I have not seen it implemented, I don't think, in a Final Fantasy game since. I've seen it in a similar mechanic in Xenogears, but that's been it. But that's another... Was that Squaresoft? It's Monolith. But I think Squaresoft published it. So... yeah, that's the only time I've ever seen a mechanic similar to this. And it's actually a kind of a good one. I wonder why people haven't used it. Alright, here comes the last boss. Deep breath. Oh. This one is going to bite. The Dark Water Crystal. You cannot stop the flow of darkness. This will be your final resting place. Yeah, only fitting. He gets the comic book bad voice. Because why the heck not? And welcome to Cerberus. So in case you hadn't been able to tell, this guy can attack 3 times. 1 for each head. Oh boy. Which also means this is going to take a while. Now people might notice I'm also going into the item, or into the inventory for some items. Best way to do it, because I do not want to die. Plus, we are also going into some of the status ailment magic, just for added defense. So you can see that Protect is going up. And while we're trying to get Protect up, we are going to be using support items on some of the characters, just to get things going a little bit faster. Ow. That's 2. And Blizzaga. Thankfully we got that up. Alright. We are going to use a turtle shell for Luneth. And I don't care that I wasted an elixir, it at least kept people alive. Ooh, big crit. Quadruple 9s. I don't have a problem with this at all, but we're going to keep this going. 6,900, that's not bad. I'm not even kidding, like, I'm post-commentating this and I'm hoping. Oh, this is so bad. Okay, Faraga. Alright, next round. And now we can actually have Arc focus on the boss rather than healing, or buffing. Quadruple 9s, I like seeing that. 5,500. Okay, attack number 1 from him. That wasn't too bad. Attack number 2. Attack number 3. Alright. That was a pretty easy round. Let's just keep that going. Alright, we're all healed up. So next round is up. And everybody's standing, and that is a good thing in this one. Okay, 7,700. That's not bad. 5,500. That's one attack. That's two. It's not bad. Oh, and arc goes down. Dang it. This isn't good. If you have a character die, that's where this gets hard, because now I have to get arc back up. Thankfully, we're at full health, and there are two heavily armored party members, but if he decides to focus on Refia, like that, this could get easily very, very bad. Okay. Alright. We got through it. Arc is resurrected. With full health. Oh boy. And we're just focusing on the nuke. Which might be a bad idea, especially if Cerberus goes first. 7,700. It's game! Yes! Sorry, I didn't mean to yell in your ear, but this guy is such a pain. And he's done. He's dead. Which means all four end bosses are down, and now there's only one left. And that is the Cloud of Darkness. But you'll have to wait till next week. So next week, we finish this thing.